more excited to get the more my right hand tremors. Because I'm nervous, I have Parkinson's. Now, I've had Parkinson's for a while. Turns out my hand will tremor when I'm a little pissed off or horny. So I have to guess which one I am tonight. Now, I know my head can be a distraction, so sometimes I put it in my pocket. I take it out of there, I don't want to be premature. Turns out this hand is a barometer for how interesting or attractive I think you might be. Anyway, the first time I had a tremor might be just a coincidence. I was swimming in some extremely cold water. And it was so cold, not only did I have shrinkage, I'm pretty sure I grew some lady parts. For a short time there, I felt smarter. That's not much I covered enough of that. I had a desire to shop, and I was willing to stop and ask for directions. No? Okay. My buddies have come up with ways to slow down the tremor, or maybe even stop altogether. One wants me to try marijuana. You can picture me rolling my own joints, right? Last year, I lost over 100 pounds. They were mostly brownies, so no number brownies for me. One of the more interesting suggestions was to take my fingers and shoot them straight out like that, and then clasp onto something hard and squeeze tightly. Now, I was just thinking of the mic stand. I'm not sure what you're thinking. I'm in my 60s. Things don't get that hard anymore. The first time I went to a specialist, he misdiagnosed my tremor as carpal tunnel of all things. And then he gave me a prescription for Viagra. I guess he figured if this hand was doing this much work, I might as well get some pleasure out of it. Then he said if I had an erection for 4 hours, I should call a doctor. I said, sir, if I have an erection for $4 in 4 hours, I'm not the one that's going to need the doctor. Parkinson's, I tell you. I just got back from a Parkinson's-sponsored darts tournament. There's a lot of this one. I'm on a first-name basis with the customer service people at Amazon. They help me return multiple purchases in a single item. When I'm on social media, my hand will sometimes hit the like or join button. You ever tried to unjoin something? It's really difficult. Just this morning, I joined a group called Menopausal Women and Other Swine Things. There are pros and cons to having a tremor. For example, I had to stop wearing my Fitbit to bed. Wake up with 100,000 steps, that's not right. I've become an extremely fast swimmer, Olympic fast, but in a circle. I had to stop poker. I love playing poker, but I have a good hand. Apparently, I have a bit of a tell. If you need to scratch lottery tickets done in a hurry, I'm your man. I had dinner at the restaurant next door, and I told the waitress that I could offer a service to the customers because they got those old-fashioned ketchup bottles. Ketchup out like splash. Splash, actually. My French-Canadian friends will say to me, "Comment ça va?" And I say, "Comme si va." My deaf friends have asked me to stop communicating using sign language. They think I stutter too much. If you need me to hold your flashlight for you to illuminate something, you're prepared for the strobe effect because a stroke or something is going to happen. I'm diabetic too, so every 3 months I get blood and a urine sample, and I don't know what's worse, holding the urine container in this hand. By the way, guys, if you happen to be standing at a urinal later on beside me, just pull and throw in the morning. You're getting a machine. Ladies, you can tell just by looking at me, I'm a cuddly bear kind of guy. And it's not uncommon for some of you to want to come and get a hug from me afterwards. The problem is I can't really predict where this hand will end up. I can't even take the credit for the pleasure it may cause. At Christmas time, I was at the mall. My keys were jingling. I made $50 more than the Salvation Army. Okay. Something different. Next week, I will have been married happily for 47 years to the same woman. For our 25th anniversary, I got her something silver. And when we reach our 50th, I'm supposed to get her something gold. 47 isn't very well known. It's linoleum. Somebody's getting new flooring for the Now, younger men ask me advice about women and marriage and love and that kind of thing, being so successful in my life. So I tell them a short story I made up. And I tell them that women are just like roads. They have curves and hills and valleys and soft shoulders. And at certain times of the year, some of them have potholes. And it doesn't matter whether they're a newer road or a road well traveled, men are always working on them. Now, women have signs to tell you what they want. They tell you the speed they want you to go. When to speed up, when to slow down, and definitely when to stop. They've got warning signs like, wrong way, do not enter. Or caution, use at your own risk. Slippery or wet. Periodically, a road needs to be closed for maintenance. It's too dangerous to be anywhere near that damn road during this time. Period. I think it's all about timing, don't you think? Occasionally, you'll come across a road that's as cold and frigid as a winter's night. But if you apply the right amount of salt and tequila, you can get her bare to center bare in no time. If the road you're traveling yields more traffic than you're comfortable with, time to find a new road. And if you do commit yourself to traveling the same road for the rest of your life, don't be tempted by those new supermodel highways. Stay away from those twin lanes you've always fantasized about. Definitely stay away from those professional toll roads that only take all your money. If you do detour to any of those roads, you're going to find yourself hitchhiking on a lonely path with only half your junk. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. Giving overtime!